Good morning to everyone. Let us do this sum in front of your screens. Calculate debtor and creditor turnover ratios. So this is a combined ratio wherein we have to calculate debtor turnover ratio and creditor turnover ratio. From the following information, debtor and creditor is given for 2 years. 2013 and 2014. Debtor is 4 lakh, 2013 and 2014 5 lakh. Creditor also 1 lakh 20,000 and 2 lakh 40,000. 4 lakh 5 lakh is debtor, 1 lakh 20,000, 2 lakh 40,000 is creditor. Following other information is given. Sales and purchases is given. Assume 360 days in a year. So let us start. Debtors turnover ratio. What is the formula? Credit sales, because the information is not given on credit sales, we will assume all the sales on credit. Then average debtors plus bills receivable. But in the solution, they have given only debtors of 2 period. Bills receivable is not there. 1 minute. So here what we will do, we will find out the average debtors. Average debtor is opening debtors, that is 2013 debtor, opening debtors plus closing debtors divide by 2. We will get the average. Opening debtor 4 lakhs, closing debtor 5 lakhs, divide by 2. How much we get? How much we get as average debtor? 4 plus 5 is 9. Divide by 2 is 4,50,000. This is the average debtors. Now let us substitute this in the formula. Credit sales given is 15 lakh. Divide by 4,50,000. We will get the answer in times. So 15 lakhs divide by 4,50,000, we get 3.33 times. Now what we have to do, we have to also prepare the collection period. How much time does the debtor, we get the money from the debtor, average time collection period. Uska formula they have asked us to prepare in, assume 360 days in a year. तो हमें ऐसा ही आंसर देना पड़ेगा. 360 divide by DTR, debtor turnover ratio. So 360 divide by DTR is 3.33. देखो कितना डेज में आंसर आता है. How much days answer we get? How many days we get? 360 divided by 3.33, we get 108 days. Means we receive the debtors on average at average of 108 days. So this is our debtor turnover. Now we have to prepare creditor turnover ratio also. So creditor turnover ratio. For creditor turnover ratio, what we will do, creditor turnover ratio के लिए if the formula is credit purchases divide by average creditors plus bills given, because क्रेडिट से जो से परचेज करते वो हमारे क्रेडिटर्स हैं, एंड क्रेडिटर्स कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू बिल्स पेएबल. तो यहाँ पे लेट अस सी, सबसे पहले एवरेज क्रेडिटर्स निकालते, बिकॉज 2 पीरियड का क्रेडिटर्स दिया है, उसका फॉर्मूला है ओपनिंग क्रेडिटर्स प्लस क्लोजिंग क्रेडिटर्स divide by 2. So here opening creditors कितना दिया है, 1,20,000 and 2,40,000. 1,20,000 plus 2,40,000 divide by 2. How much we are getting? 3,60,000 divide by 2, we get 1,80,000. So we can apply our formula. How much is purchase, credit purchase? 7,50,000. They have not given the credit say purchases. We assume all the purchases on credit because no information is given. Divide by 1,80,000. How much CTR we are getting, creditor turnover ratio? 7,50,000 divided by 1,80,000, we get 4.17 times. Now let us find out the payment period. Payment period is, because they have told 360 days in a year, we have to prepare from 360 creditor turnover ratio. 360 divided by 4.17. How much will we get? 360 divided by 4.17, we get 86 days. 0.33 है ना, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं 0.33 days, या क्योंकि प्रीवियस को हमने राउंड ऑफ करके किया, दिस आल्सो वी कैन राउंड ऑफ. 86.3 है तो एक दिन इंक्रीज करने का जरूरत नहीं, 86 days. With decimal also we can, with 2 decimal also we can write, just उसके आगे days लिखना, that's it. With this sum is done. So now let us do the next sum. Calculate return on capital employed, return on proprietors fund, which is also called shareholders fund, and debt service ratio from the following information. So 9% loan is a borrowed fund, loan fund. Equity share capital is there, preference share capital is there, reserves and surplus, earning before interest and tax, and tax rate. So let us first find out the first ratio, return on investment या return on capital employed. Capital जो employ किया है करके, that is owned fund and borrowed fund करके, how much return are we able to make? उसका फॉर्मूला है नेट प्रॉफिट या रिटर्न्स बिफोर इंटरेस्ट, नेट प्रॉफिट या अर्निंग्स बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स डिवाइड बाय capital employed. Capital employed means sources of fund, that is loan fund plus borrowed fund into 100. So यहाँ पे capital employed क्या दिया है? Capital employed is what? It is sources of funds. So what we have sources of fund? We have shareholders fund, जिसमें equity में दो चीज चाहिए हमें, शेयर होल्डर्स फंड प्लस लोन फंड. फर्स्ट शेयर होल्डर्स फंड के बारे में क्या दिया है? शेयर होल्डर्स फंड का इंफॉर्मेशन है इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल प्लस प्रेफरेंस शेयर capital plus reserves. They have not given fictitious asset, नहीं तो उसको माइनस कर देते. How much is equity? 2 lakh. How much is preference? 1 lakh. How much is reserves? 50,000. So this is equal to 3,50,000. Then what about the borrowed fund? Loan fund. इसमें what we have, shareholders fund we got is 3,50,000. लोन फंड में सिर्फ लोन है 5,40,000, which is coming to how much? Add करो दोनों. How much you get? 8,90,000. Everyone getting this answer? Capital employed is 8,90,000. Correct? Now let us substitute the formula. Let us substitute the formula here. Earning before interest and tax, that is net profit को earnings भी बोल सकते, profit भी बोल सकते. That is given 1,90,000. Capital employed also we found out 8,90,000 into 100. That's our formula. So we will get the percentage of return on capital. Both type of capital. Total return कितना है? 1,90,000 divided by 8,90,000 into 100. It is 21.35% of return is received on total sources of fund. All the sources of fund, shareholders fund plus borrowed fund, total return what the company is able to earn is 21.35%. Now what else they want us to find out? They want us to now find out return on proprietors fund. Proprietors are the shareholders. Proprietors, the second one, what they want us to find out. This was the first one. This was the first one. Now second one, they want us to find out return on proprietors fund. Return on proprietors fund. So what is the formula? Return on proprietors fund. देखो ये जो अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स है, जिसमें से लोन फंड को, बोरोड फंड को इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा एंड देन टैक्स विल बी पेड टू द गवर्नमेंट एंड रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट, दैट इज नेट प्रॉफिट after tax belongs to the proprietors, that is the shareholders. Net profit after tax divide by shareholders fund. तो इतना प्रॉफिट में से shareholders को रिटर्न मिलेगा. Into 100 is the formula we will get in percentage. So first we will have to find out net profit after tax. Net profit after tax. इसके लिए what we will do, earnings before interest and tax में से, let me show here, I will write it, calculate. We want this. This is how much? This is 1,90,000. इसमें से पहले we will pay the interest. Interest is how much? 5,40,000 is the loan. इसमें 9% का interest है. So how much will be the amount of interest? 5,40,000 पे into 9% is 48,600. So how much we will get? Net profit before tax या earning before tax minus करो, minus 1,90,000 में से तो we get 1,41,400. इसमें से less tax. Tax is how much percent? 10%. Here tax rate 10%. Tax at 10%. So 1,41,400 into 10%. How much tax we will get? 14,150. So we will get net profit after tax. 141,400 minus 14,140, we get 127,260. So we got everything. Net profit जिसमें से शेयर होल्डर्स को रिटर्न मिलेगा, प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर को डिविडेंड, एंड देन रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट बिलोंग्स टू द इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. शेयर होल्डर्स फंड वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड इन द प्रीवियस कैलकुलेशन 3,50,000 into 100. So we will be able to take the percentage, how much you are getting, divide by, you are getting 36.36%. So this much is the return. This much is the return on shareholders fund. On shareholders fund, the return is 36.36%. So this is done. Now what else they have asked us? Which is the next ratio they have asked us? This debt service ratio. The next one what we have to find out is debt service ratio, which is equal to how much servicing, that is interest they are talking about. Service we are giving on debt, we are giving interest. So from which profit do we pay the interest? Profit before interest and tax. This is the profit, earning before interest and tax given. If you don't want to write profit, you may also write earnings before interest and tax divide by interest. So which profit से हम interest देंगे? यही profit से interest pay होगा. So how much percent? So how much times it is? Let me see. Let us see. So earnings is 1,90,000 and interest just now we have calculated 48,600 is 9% interest on debt. How much times we are getting the answer? Find out here. 1,90,000 divided by 48,600, we get 3.91 times. So profit is 3.91 times of interest. That is the debt service ratio. With this sum is also done. So now let us do the next sum. Find return on equity capital and dividend payout ratio. Find return on equity capital and dividend payout ratio. So we have to find out return on equity. So how much is the return on equity capital, equity shareholders fund, and the dividend payout ratio, how much from the profit, how much dividend is paid to the shareholders. Both of them, we will find both the ratios. So equity share capital is of 10 rupees each and the capital is 3,50,000. Means how much will be, how many number of shares will be there? If 3,50,000 is the capital and one share is of 10 rupees, can anyone tell me the number of shares? Equity share capital 3,50,000 divide by 10, number of shares will be 35,000. Number of shares will be 35,000. Reserves 1 lakh. Profit available to equity shareholders is 4 lakh. Dividend paid is 10 rupees per share. So let us first start with the first one, return on equity capital. Return on equity capital. So what is the formula? The formula is profit available to equity shareholders shareholders. This is the profit, and what is the fund? It is equity shareholders fund. Fund into 100. This is the formula. So profit available to equity shareholders is given in the question. We have to find out equity shareholders fund, which is equal to equity capital. Yeah, so we can write shareholders fund minus equity capital, but here we do not know the shareholders fund. So we can write equity share capital. ये capital equity shareholder का है. Reserves belongs to the equity shareholders. And अगर कोई loss होगा, that also will be adjusted from their capital. So fictitious assets. Losses and fictitious assets. So यहाँ पे what we have in the question, we have equity shareholders fund 3 lakh, 3,50,000, reserves is 1 lakh minus nil because no fictitious asset. This will be 4,50,000. I'll remove the space which has come. So now we can substitute with the formula. Profit available to equity shareholder 4 lakh. Divide by 4,50,000 into 100. So how much is the percentage of profit to equity shareholders? 4,53,000. 4 lakh divide by 4,50,000 into 100. It is 88.89%. This is the profit, which is percentage, which is available to equity shareholders. Now, next they want us to find out next ratio, which they want us to find out dividend payout ratio. So here we want to know how much dividend is paid out to the equity shareholders. The formula is dividend paid to, this is the actual dividend which is paid to the equity shareholder, paid to equity shareholder actual dividend. This is the actual situation. How much dividend is paid to the equity shareholders divided by the profit available to equity shareholders. Profit available to equity shareholders. Equity shareholders into 100. Let us substitute. Dividend paid is already given, but it is not given in properly. It is rupees 10 per share. So let us calculate dividend paid equal to rupees 10 per share. So how many number of shares are there? So therefore 35,000 equity shares. How did we find out this? Into 10, which is equal to rupees 3,50,000. See, in the question they have given 3,50,000 and 10 rupees ka ek share. So we can write here number of equity shares equal to capital is 3,50,000 and one share is of 10 rupees. That is 35,000 equity shares. 35,000 equity shares. Remove the space. So here we got the dividend paid. Means one share ko if we are giving 10 rupees dividend. So for 35,000 shares, it will be 35,000 shares. It will be 35,000 into 10, that is 3,50,000. 3,50,000. And what is the profit available to equity shareholders? It is 4 lakh into 100. So how much is the payout? प्रॉफिट में से हमने एक्चुअली कितना डिविडेंड दिया शेयर होल्डर्स को? सो टेक द परसेंटेज, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. 3,50,000 डिवाइड बाय 4 lakh into 100, it is 87.5%. This is the dividend payout ratio. How much dividend has been paid? 87.5%. With this sum is also done. Here I end this lecture. Thank you very much, everyone.